Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Here's another quick video on Sengoku Dynasty. This time we're going to have a quick look at the scrolls of Sengoku and just see what we can find out about the game, and is there any hints or anything that's in this issue that was this is about 4 months old or something, but it keeps getting updated, so there's a couple of extra little things in here. If you want to know where to find this thing, you can go to the Steam page and have a look at Sengoku Dynasty, and if you have a look at their recent announcements, you can go down and you can install the scrolls there. But anyway, let's have a quick look at it and have a look at what the game, what this tells us about the game. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and let's have a quick look. So basically, it's going to give us some prehistory into the game. So if you like Japanese history or history in general, and about when this period of the game is, it's quite an interesting read. Okay, so we set up with a letter. I don't think this is a historical letter, but it gives you an idea about what's happened. Okay, so there's been basically a big war across Japan. This guy has his lord's been killed in battle, basically. His two daughters were killed, and he's just sending a letter to the lord, or another lord, saying what's happened. And basically the peasants have taken over the area. So this was a period of time called the Peasant Kingdom. So like I said, just gives you a quick prehistory or backstory to when the game is set. So like I said, it's quite interesting. I like this area, the Muromachi period, and then we go into the Sengoku period. Okay, now this is quite an interesting period because we start going from lots and lots of rulers, and in Japan we ended up with daimyos, and then eventually in this period it ends up as just a one leader or a shogun and that sort of stuff. Now, because there was so much turmoil in Japan at the time, it was also added to because this is the same period of time when Europeans arrived. So not only did they have all this conflict happening in the country, but then there was an outside pressure as well. And then they were some of the daimyo were forced to trade with Portugal, and so some of them got rid of their traditional ways and took up guns. So we've got some Ashigaru, and we've got the Harkbus. So I'm thinking this might be in the game because this is about the time that we had the two technologies fighting each other in Japan. So we had samurai who were more honorable, and then a peasant could pick up a gun and kill a samurai. And you only need like 1 day of training to fire one of these compared to 15 years being a samurai. So again, it just gives you a really quick backstory. It's a good read. Tells you about the three princes, and then we go into when we are set. Okay, so we're set between the years 1565 to 1580. Whoops. Okay, so this is the shogun was called Oda Nobunaga. Okay, and he had just unified Japan. So basically we're starting then, so we're at a little bit of peace. If we go, it says that we have lost, our hero is a peasant. Okay, he's just gone through war, he's lost his wife, and now he's looking for happiness in the kingdom of the peasants. Okay, far away from soldiers, lords, castles and battles. Okay, will he succeed? La da da da. Okay, he's got to win the trust of the local peasants, avoid famine. Okay, carry out everyday tasks. Alright, but it does say in the last paragraph, marauding soldiers threaten your peaceful life. A new village is waiting to be created. Will there be enough food for everyone? And will the looming shadow of war swallow this peaceful region? Okay, so it's hinting that we might have something similar to bandits. So whether, whether we're going to be shooting or something like that, it's going to be interesting what kind of weapons we have in the game. Okay, then we've got this symbol here which tells us that this is actual game graphics. Okay, so we've got the Waraji, which is just basic husk sandals. Then we go on to the Gita, so they look quite good. So good graphically in the game. Very traditional shoes. Okay, so if they use these things, like this one here is the Tagita. That one's for rice people working in the rice field. So it'd be interesting if that's part of the design details of people working in the village, which would be great. Here's another basic one, some tabi. So I'm sure we're going to have lots and lots of different footwear, clothing, that sort of stuff, which will be really interesting. Okay, then we come to our swords. So we start off with a wooden sword, just like we do in Medieval Dynasty, then move up to a Yari, and then this one here with the two horns, the Yari Basuma. So looks like we can craft. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of samurai swords in the game as well. And hopefully we can actually make the Hakbus, which would be great. Then the scrolls tell us a little bit about the religion at the time, Shinto, what it means. You can still see this in Japan now. I was actually talking to one of my students last night about it actually, and so there's still a lot of Shinto temples that people visit. Last month in Japan was actually a Shinto festival called Abon, which is the celebration of the ancestors. Okay, but yeah, it tells you a little bit about the religions, about the different deities that they have. Also, this is something that we know is in the game, the Torii, which is the gate that goes over the top of the entrance to a shrine. So we've already seen pictures of that one. In the game, we also have that bell tower. And so when speaking to, I think Spray and Pray put out a video and was asking, does anyone know what's the significance of this and why it would be in the game? And from what I gained from my students is that anytime you could craft a bell would signify that you're a powerful person. And some of the villages at this time might have 20 or 30 of those bells, just so that people looked up and went, wow, this guy's got real good technology and he's got lots of money to make bells. So it's more of a status symbol than people have been saying we have to ring a bell and bring everyone in, like maybe like a Age of Empires or something, but it's more just a status symbol. Okay, yeah, so this is where the tea ceremony comes in, so I'm sure there's going to be something to do with that. We're going to have to grow tea, I'm sure. Okay, a little bit on the different deities in Shinto. So this one is called the Inari, or the fox goddess. Okay, so yeah, another quick little read there. And here we can see some of the actual shrines in the game, which look really good. Okay, so the Inari, so they're different ones, so you can see the different deities. And so it says here that we don't want to give too much away, but you definitely won't regret visiting all of them if possible. Below and above you can see two of them. Okay, so you'll have to, these will be over the map. You might have to do something, make an offering, maybe learn some skills or something, I'm not too sure. But yeah, you can sort of see what the map's going to look like as well. We've got a lot of sakura or cherry blossoms. Okay, we can start seeing some herbs. Okay, so really looks pretty. Also the basic items in the game. Okay, so this is called gobo. Okay, which in English is burdock. Okay, and here you can see after we craft it and we can make tea out of it. So I can see tea being a basic commodity. Okay, and you can see that that's going to be something that we can pick up off the ground. I'm sure there'll be some more spices and stuff that we can get. Mushrooms again. Alright, here's a quick traditional recipe. Not too much of that, but if you wanted to. A little bit about the developers, okay, and what their career is and what they're working on at the moment. So a little bit interesting. And then we also go to a glossary of Japanese terms that we'll find in the game. So if you want to, when we start playing the game, we can come and have a look at all of this stuff. Okay, but yeah, there we go. So there's a quick look at the Scrolls of Senguko. Also, if you want to go onto the Toplitz Productions, okay, it gives you all the links that you can get there. And there's the end screen of what the village is possible to look like, which looks fantastic. I really like this style. And okay, there we go. So hopefully you enjoy this bit of information. Download the Scrolls. It's a good read for an hour or so and gives you a little bit of an insight into what the game's prehistory is and what the game could be about. So if you like the video, please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.